Watching a football scrimmage on a Saturday in August is sometimes deceptive. You don't always get a true picture. The things that we're looking for we're looking for the offensive side of the ball. We're looking for our offensive front to be able to create situations for our passing game and our running game, and our quarterbacks to be able to get the ball to the people through the pass or the run, whatever way we decide to try to do that, and get them in space or get them in an area where they can make plays. And obviously today, on the other side of the ball, we did what we try to do over there a little bit better. Now, there were several turnovers. Not all of those came from guys that will be carrying the ball against UAB, but I saw some really great effort on defense. I saw some hits on defense. I saw some people trying to strain and get to the ball, and I was impressed with the defensive day. And I honestly believe it started with the first punt. And, we sort of lollygagged out there. And I've been watching those scout team, block team, return team guys.
Another follow Coach Bolt, today, that's what everybody's here for today, scrimmage-wise. I don't think we played our best. We've played better at scrimmages, but the thing I'm excited about was the defense made it tough for us. I thought they had a heck of a day, man. Both sides can't do great every day. All right, so I thought they had a great day today, but we did do some really nice things. I thought we moved the ball late, got going late. We got them a little tired in the second half, and we're able to do. That's part of our MO. We've got to be able to play fast. The thing I'm really excited about right now is we have a lot of guys competing for jobs. They're competing, but they're not being at each other. They're helping each other out. They're coaching each other up on the side. You heard Coach talk about, I'm going to start with our running backs. We've got Corey Franklin, Brandon Burks, and Jordan Chun. All three of those guys are working with the ones right now, and they're helping each other. And we're going to play all three of those guys a lot. Some games, one guy might get a few more carries than the other if they get hot, kind of like a three-point shooter if he gets hot. But we're going to play them all. We're going to need them, especially early on. Tim Longmire's done some really nice things. The one thing we've got to do is with our younger guys who have done some nice things in practice, we've just got to protect the ball a little bit better with that third group of backs. And they will try to do that. They're not trying to cough the ball up, I promise you. So defense caused some of those fumbles, and we got to do a better job of holding on to it. Going to the offensive line. We have a lot of guys that's played a lot of snaps. We hadn't quite figured out which bunch is going to be in there at the start, but we're getting real close to that. We're going to play a lot of guys because we're hoping to have a lot of snaps, and it's hard to ask an offensive lineman, a receiver, or a running back to play 80 snaps. That's our goal. If we can get close to 80 snaps, we've been over 75 since I've been here. The closer we get to 85, the better we are. That means we're making first downs, we're protecting the football, and we're scoring points, and that's what our job is to do. All right, so we've got to keep doing that. On the front, I really don't want to single out anybody, but I do think Terrence Jones and Tommy Stevens have really grown up in this program, and you can see that. Caleb Carbine has done a great job at center. Dalton Bennett has been bounced around left and right, and that's a tribute to him because he can play all the spots. And right now, he's still working center and guard. We're working him at both spots, but he can play tackle also. And we believe that there's strength in numbers. When you get a lot of guys, you stay fresh, and you can stay fresh that way by rotating guys. Antonio Garcia's done a nice job. Tyler Lassiter's done a nice job. Luke Lawrence has done a nice job. Ethan Hudson, you can see right now I'm naming lots of guys. We just got to keep plugging along, and I think as we get closer and we get better in game shape, we'll be better off. At the wide receiver spot, I think we have two great outside receivers, and I think we've got guys behind them that are competing that are going to play a lot of ball. We've got some speed guys, and we got some size guys. Chandler and Brian both are known for their speed. And then we've got Jarvis Bentley now is a big guy who's being physical. You got Nick Young who's being physical, and you've got B.J. Chitty being physical. He wasn't able to go today, but he's had a good camp. So having some mixture out there, I think, is going to help us. They can body up on guys and make plays. On the inside, you got KD and Clark and John are really working at the H position, and that's a really good mix. You know, you got KD in there scrapping a little bit. You got Clark going in there trying to kill you, and then John brings a little athleticism to the game. So that's been really good. Trey Page is another one. Has missed a little bit because of his shoulder, but he's back. He brings a feistiness to that position. So there's a four-man battle right there that's really good. And then at the H position, we hadn't solidified that yet, but there's four guys: Brandon Brooks, Michael Lindsey, Teddy Rubin, Andre Flakes, and Jalen Harris was having a great camp and just had a little twisted ankle, but he'll be back this week. So I'm excited to see, after I grade the film, who's kind of stepped up, who will work with the ones and who will work with the twos. And we'll just keep going with that battle just and see who does that. You know, we didn't throw a lot of deep balls today. We have some in practice, so we know where we're at in that spot. We just got to keep working. Quarterback race. Everybody wants to know the quarterback race. It's going about like we thought it was. There's heavy competition. One day one's a little bit ahead, one day one's a little bit behind, okay? So that's kind of how it's been. We grade every play so that you know. We're grading decisions and we're grading fundamentals. Every single 11-on-11 play we've had, and there's a 12% difference between 1 and 3 right now. That's pretty tight now. That's pretty tight. So maybe after today it'll separate a little bit. Maybe by next Saturday, hopefully we can get to where we can start getting one or two guys or even the third guy a set amount of plays that he knows he's getting. I think that'll help us if we can do that. And I think it's their job to make that happen without us having to make a decision. But I'm excited about where we're at. We've got to protect the ball a little bit better, okay? But, you know, there's a fine line there between protecting the ball, knowing when to protect it, and taking that one little risk that hits the big play for the touchdown. So you got to know when you can do that. But I'm excited about where we're headed, and I think if we'll just keep working, we've had a great camp. If we'll just keep plugging, we'll be where we need to be when it's time.
I'd like to thank our players, of course, for sitting through this and being here with us. Starting off with our defense going in, I think you know, when we reported, we had a lot of new faces. You know, we got a lot of newcomers that joined us this summer, and to be able to provide depth and to compete, and that's why we brought them in. And you know, I'd like to start up front. You know, we lost a lot of good players with Antonio Gillespie and Marty Statham and you know, some of those guys, but I think the guys we got coming back, Tyler Roberts and Jamal Statham now is our starting defensive end. You know, they're doing a good job for us. Our two inside guys, Lonnie Goshen, Billy, has done a good job, and I think we're developing depth at the defensive line, and that's a plethora of guys that coming in with you know, some of the DJ Johnsons and Vinny Harris and some of those guys that are coming in and trying to compete, and we're still in the decision-making process about some of those guys. You know, so it's going to be an ongoing deal. At linebacker, you know, we're seasoned. We got one newcomer in Jordan Anderson that came in from Butler Junior College, but Mark Wilson and Waylon Dancer both have played, and I'm very pleased with Terrence Lewis and Mitchell Rowland as far as what they've done in camp. In the secondary, we lost some players and we signed some players. You know, our two starting corners are Jaquez Young and Ethan Davis, and we got some folks behind them with Keon Payne, Travion Hall that are competing and trying to get better. Safety-wise, of course, we lost our two starting safeties that's been around here for a while. Right now, Montrese Kitchens and Jaquadrian Lewis are our starters. Montrese has got a little pull, but he'll be back. I'm pleased with the junior college kids, you know, that have come in. Roderick Adams, Darren Reddick, Josh Shelton, of course, has been here. Those are some of the guys that are competing, and I think they're all getting better. Defensively as a whole, I think we've got a chance if we can continue and develop leadership and doing all the little things that we talk about doing. We have enough talent, and there's no question, you know, with the schedule we've got to get better. and our kids are. They're trying. You know, this time of year, everybody in the country is going through day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Everybody's tired. Everybody's sore, and that's what it's all about. And that's what we signed up for. And our kids are fighting through it, and I'm very, very proud.